This is your Galaxy Rangers read-along book. Every time you hear this chime, it means it's time to turn the page in your storybook. Now, if you are ready, we will start the story, The New Frontier. Don't forget to turn the page every time you hear the chime. The year was 2086. The place? Beta Earth headquarters, deep inside a mountain in Australia. A top-secret meeting of the Bureau of Extraterrestrial Affairs was about to begin. Commander Joseph Walsh, the Bureau head, had called together the 4 Galaxy Rangers whose special Series 5 brain implants made their bodies powerful weapons against alien space outlaws. Because of these implants, the 4 Rangers made up the perfect team for the dangerous mission Commander Walsh was planning. Commander Walsh greeted the Galaxy Rangers as they entered, along with Waldo, Zeptic, and Zozo, the 2 peace-loving ambassadors from the planets Andor and Kirwin. The 2 had come to Earth seeking help for their planets, which were under attack by the Queen of the Crown, the evil ruler of thousands of star systems. In return, they brought with them the Secrets of Hyperdrive, the ability to travel so far into space as to reach the most distant stars. Walsh opened the meeting by introducing the founder and first commander of Beta.
Ladies and gentlemen, and delegates of the Bureau of Extraterrestrial Affairs, Tactical Commander Owen Nagata from the World Federation Board of Leaders will brief us.
Into the room floated an amazing machine. It was the mechanical brain unit that kept Nagata's mind alive, even though his body had died years ago. The Rangers and the ambassadors listened carefully as Nagata spoke.
We have received a message from that pirate and smuggler Captain Kidd on the outlaw planet of Tortuna. It seems that after capturing humans and handing them over to the Queen of the Crown, he now wants to make a deal with us. He will give us information as to the humans' whereabouts in exchange for a trade alliance with Earth. What we need to know is why the Queen has been so intent on capturing humans and what she is doing with them. Commander Walsh, you will send your new team of Galaxy Rangers to get that information. Good luck, team.
A short while later, the Galaxy Rangers were aboard their spaceships and ready to take off. Zack, Nico, and Doc were in Phoenix 1 with Waldo and Zozo, while Goose was in his own Ranger Interceptor. At the controls of his ship, Zack radioed,
"This is Ranger 1. All launch codes are green."
"Launch sequence activated,"
answered Nico at his side.
"Ranger Interceptor is go,"
added Goose. With a thunderous roar, the Galaxy Rangers' ships raced down the launch tubes and zoomed skyward. Minutes later, they had left Earth's gravity and were in outer space. Passing the orbiting Beta space station, they were greeted with,
"You're on our screens. Good luck, team."
From there, using warp power, a speed that travels faster than light, the Galaxy Rangers could travel from Earth to Tortuna, a distance of billions and billions of miles, in mere seconds. They were now preparing to use that warp power.
"Warp coordinates loaded, Ranger 1.
Radioed Goose from his interceptor.
"Roger, Goose,"
answered Nico.
"we'll meet you on the other side."
And in a blinding flash of light, the Galaxy Rangers fired their warp engines and zoomed through space at incredible speeds. Seconds later, they landed on the dusty brown planet of Tortuna and shut down their engines. A powerful elevator platform lowered the travelers and their mechanical horses down to the planet's surface. As the Galaxy Rangers prepared to ride off, Waldo, who was staying with the ship, announced,
"Zozo and I await your return."
Zack gave Waldo his last-minute instructions.
"Remember, 1 hour. If you don't hear from us, you are to take off and contact Beta."
Then, turning to his team, Zack shouted,
"Rangers! Ho, ho!"
His horse reared up on its hind legs and, together with the other Galaxy Rangers, galloped off.
"Be careful!"
Zozo called after them as he and Waldo watched the Rangers leave. A short while later, after a trek across the planet's dry, red-brown surface, they reached a strange town. The place where they hoped to find Captain Kidd.
This is the place. The town of Sorry End.
Announced Goose. The four rangers pulled up in front of the rim-shot saloon. Doc looked around, then observed...
It's quiet. Too quiet. Suppose I stay outside and cover you while you go inside.
The bartender recognized them immediately when they entered.
Galaxy Rangers? I don't want any trouble here.
Seems to me you do a pretty good job of attracting it,
said Goose, as he looked around the room full of outlaw aliens ready to fight. Then he turned back to the bartender and said,
We're looking for Captain Kidd. You heard of him?
Maybe yes, maybe no,
said the bartender. Just then, one big alien outlaw decided it was time to pick a fight with the strangers, shouting, I got the Rangers! But this was the only thing the alien got to say. Seconds later, the Galaxy Rangers' guns were blazing, scattering the aliens all over the saloon. The Rangers were soon in control. Watching this fight from a balcony was Captain Kidd, who had been sent to Tortuna on a secret mission for the Queen. That mission was to lure the Galaxy Rangers into a trap. Now, Kidd came down to the Rangers with his furball companion Squeegee on his shoulder. In a pretense of friendship, he called out,
Good show! You humans are rather surprising. Why don't we sit and have a chat?
Where's my wife, kid?
demanded Zack when the four were seated at a table.
Eliza fell into your hands, and probably the Queen's.
And where's your ship and your crew?
Added Goose, referring to Kidd's pirate spaceship, the Iron Falcon, and the strange space aliens that made up its crew.
Well, a small problem came up,
Stalled the sneaky Kidd.
What kind of problem?
Asked Nico.
This!
Shouted Kidd as a large group of mounted Crown agents crashed into the room. As the Galaxy Rangers battled this army of the Queen's men, Zack touched his badge and sent out an energy bolt from his bionic left arm. It was strong enough to smash the agents' battle poles. During the battle, Captain Kidd tried to sneak away. Instead, he came face to face with the Queen herself.
You cannot escape!
The Queen announced grandly to Kidd and the Rangers. Kidd realized that the Queen had betrayed him once again. A whistle from Goose brought the Rangers' horses and Doc bursting through the window. As he reined his horse to a halt, Doc shouted,
The city is surrounded by hundreds of Rangers. Nobody move.
Then, in a whisper, he added to his friends,
Except you guys. Hurry up.